What is this clitoris everybody's talking about? How do you find it?
Age-old question. No one knows.
Oh, man. What do you think we're going to have to do with Stellar? You think we're going to have to go or stay or...
I don't know. I'd like to stay, but I don't know. Stellar sounds good, but they all sound good when you're first getting into it.
That's what I tried telling my girl. She thinks that Curry's is different. They're feeding her and shit. I was like, I don't trust companies.
They feed us too.
I think they got a mess hall though, like, if that's what it's called.
We have a couple break rooms. Yeah.
That's true.
It's probably about the same.
Yeah.
Just shitty food that people are handing to you instead of a machine giving it to you.
What did they give us? Get the fuck out of here.
On Friday.
There's a lot of bugs. I'm scared.
On Friday when we weren't there?
No, when we started during orientation. You think they made
it was
that
like
or
a
brought
shitty
it in?
Sandwich. Kind of like, not like you made a shitty sandwich, but a sandwich along the lines of what you made, and then like a bag of chips and like a donut or something.
Really?
And a bottle of water. Yeah.
You got different shit than what I got.
Yeah.
I got like fucking weird meat and potatoes and shit.
You got weird meat?
Yeah.
Prove it.
Winnebago's a good company if it wasn't so shittily ran.
Yeah. That's the thing, is Stellar is 100% employee owned.
Mm-hmm.
So technically the employees run it. You want in?
Yes, thank you. I wonder if it's all companies too. That's what I keep thinking. Is it all companies going down like this? Maybe some just hide it better than others?
Yeah. Ever since they legalized the whole stock buyback thing, it's hard to tell.
Where's that?
The company can just, like, if the stock is tanking, at a certain point, the company can just buy the stock and make the stock, like, artificially inflate and look better. Yeah.
I think Bryce was saying something about that.
Oh, great. So they are doing it. Fuck.
So you just artificially inflate your own
Yeah,
stock?
it's basically a telltale sign that they're volatile, like, they're shitty. The market's bad for them.
Didn't Elon do that?
I don't fucking know. I'm not an Elon dick rider. Good school, but...
That's wild.
Yeah.
What the fuck's the point? Your company's not actually making any money. You're
Prolong
just
the
putting
inevitable.
money into money.
Yeah. Prolong the inevitable, maybe pump it up, and then sell it to some other retard.
Here I am.
Yeah. I'll buy it.
I want a fucking place like this somewhere where we can grow shit legally.
Yeah. I've always thought about, I've showed you those, like, drawings of shit, like how it would be set out, but...
When you first showed me that, I'm like, this is the motherfucker I need on my team. Because I was still already thinking about, I need a farm and I need to figure out how to do this shit. And you're like, I want a farm somewhere and
yeah,
be self-sustaining. I'm like, this nigga's on the same path I'm on. We just need to figure this shit out.
It is difficult, though. Especially if you're trying to be, like, off the grid untraceable. You still gotta buy the materials and shit from somewhere.
See, I'm not trying to go that far. I'm just trying to fucking...
That's what I was trying to do. I was trying to never be found in the middle of the woods again.
In a psychosis.
Pretty
for
much,
the end
yeah.
of time.
Yeah.
Doing heroin.
In my reality psychosis, yeah.
That's crazy.
I could still be in the psychosis. You could be a hallucination.
I am.
I never woke up.
Maybe. I can't believe there's a video and you never showed me it. That's wild.
Yeah, I've also never seen it.
Have you? But how long have you known about it?
Like a couple of years at least.
And you never fucking...
My dad's best friend has seen it, and my dad's sister has seen it.
But you've never seen it yourself?
No.
How? Why?
I was the one that's in the video. I have the experience already. I think I've made my peace with that situation.
How well do you remember it?
I don't remember much. I have like 3 memories from that period. Like 3 in between making it and waking up.
What did they describe the video to you at least?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm just running around.
What the fuck was that?
Probably a tick. You're probably gonna die.
Tweak it.
I just run around naked.
I need to scoot further down so I can be seen. They didn't describe it to you then?
No. I mean, if I had to take an educated guess, it's me running around pushing people naked.
Didn't you say you were breaking something?
Yeah, I broke a TV.
No, I mean outside.
That was a different time. Yeah.
How many times have you gone nuts?
No comment. Currently.
There was one time I fucking tweaked out I don't even remember what it was. I think me and my dad got in a fight, and I just fucking went ape shit on my room, and I just tore everything down and threw everything.
Yeah, I
I
never did
destroyed
that.
some shit.
I never understood kids that did that because I was like, this is your shit. Why are you fucking
Yeah,
knocking it up?
I realized that after I did it. I'm like, now I gotta pick this shit up.
Yeah, he doesn't give a fuck about your room. He's just gonna make you clean it. Dumbass. Go fuck up his room, then you'll get him real upset.
Florida man fucks up room.
Half Florida man, half doctor, fucks up room.
What a fucking combination.
It is a weird one. I've had to live with it my whole life.
Cheese Nelson,
Cheese Philibah.
the educated Florida doctor.
Cheese Snyder. Have you only had one last name?
Yeah, I think so. I
Scrub.
don't fucking know.
Get your numbers up.
My dad's on my birth certificate, so I think so.
My birth certificate's from 2009.
Damn,
Yeah,
you were born
that's
real
why-
recently, and
yeah,
you're making
yeah.
fun of me for being born in 03.
Yeah, well, I am still older than you. That's when I got adopted. Once you get your last name changed, they give you a new birth certificate.
That's kind of dumb.
Well, that's
I
good,
guess it's not
because otherwise
dumb,
your
but-
license has your old name on it because you need your birth certificate to get your license.
So is that identity fraud? You think?
I think it's just identity fuckery. Like, why wouldn't you just get a new birth certificate?
Did you have to get a new social security number?
No, I've had that one because you were still that number of child born. The number, like your social security number is like you were the next number in the population.
Mm.
Like I was in the 478 millionth something person to be born.
What's your full social security number?
Yeah. First three are 478.
Mine's 482.
482. Yeah. So you were like 30,000 behind me, or not even 30,000. Jesus Christ, 3,000.
I'm not even gonna try to do the math right now. My brain doesn't work.
Yeah.
I was thinking about AI.
No,
It's
you
kind of getting scary.
How so?
Well, there's some people who are very optimistic about it, and then there's others that are like, "Oh, this is gonna be the end of civilization."
Yeah.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
I don't know.
You think that they could, with like advanced enough robots, they could automate our jobs, like welding and shit?
I'm sure they could, but how much do the robots cost?
That's true.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't know what we were doing when we got into nuclear energy too. I mean, that one kind of ended shittily, but now we have like nuclear power plants and shit.
People still don't
Could be the
trust it.
same. I just hope we don't go into some like fucking Orwellian future where it's like they do that whole like predictive crime thing where they stop crimes before they even happen.
Yeah, that's kind of whack.
Yeah, at least let me get the money in my hand first.
You think they're gonna do it with Neuralink to where they read
Shut
our
the fuck.
thoughts?
You get the hiccups?
Yeah.
Are you fucking pussy or something?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Every time I've been on the pod and put a
Yeah.
fucking pouch in my mouth, I
Yeah,
get
hiccups?
hiccups. Yep.
Don't breathe so fast.
You ever watch the ones where I'm like, oh shit?
I did watch the one where the hornet flew in the car though, and you geeked out a little bit.
Yeah, I was scared and I paused it. So I'm like, I can't look like a real pussy right now, but I am terrified. Then I didn't know where it went.
It's probably still in there. You gotta be careful. Probably building a nest
I'm gonna live with it.
right under your steering column, right by your balls. They're gonna sting you.
That's where I want to be stung. I heard it's good for you. What else is happening?
Are we silhouetted? I can't tell. No, they got light.
How do you think we can get out of this shit, the economy and shit?
I don't think we do.
How long, you think it'll take? I feel like it'll take our whole lifetime for them to fix what they've done. Yeah, there's bugs everywhere.
Yeah, I don't think we get out of it. I think it's like another 2009, where just like most people just get fucked over and then we recover. Hopefully we recover. I don't know. Hopefully we're not like Rome falling. I don't know.
See, and then what's gonna happen after that? There's other civilizations that popped up.
Yeah, a lot of people. The U.S. trades with a lot of people, so if they collapse, then it kind of starts a domino effect of collapse. What was the last? Was the USSR the last like big civilization to kind of like collapse?
Venezuela.
Venezuela.
I think so, because their money, they printed a bunch of money and then their money became useless. People had like millions, but it
Oh, and
wasn't
then the
worth
Banana Republic came in and just planted a bunch of fucking nanners in there.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that is.
Yeah, I don't know if that's Venezuela or where. It's somewhere in South America where it's not Dole. Dole like runs Hawaii. That's why the Hawaiians don't like Dole. But whatever the Chiquita lady, the blue sticker with the little yellow lady on the bananas, they run like South America. that whole company. They pay for the roads, the telephones.
See, I wonder what the fuck it looks like, because we see pictures and shit, but by the sounds of it, like all of South America is fucking farmland. That's what it sounds like. Because
Rio,
everybody takes their shit down there to farm.
Rio, Argentina's nice because the Nazis went there, so pretty cool.
That makes it pretty nice.
Yeah. They
What's a Nazi?
have Oktoberfest in Argentina.
Really?
Yeah, because the Nazis went there, a bunch of Germans. They have a
Isn't
bunch
there
of
like,
white people.
don't they like put shit, what's that fucking,
Gas chamber?
yeah. What's that horn thing that they put food in, or fruit into?
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I have no idea what it's called, but
Do they do that?
I don't fucking know. I thought that was like a Thanksgiving from the Pilgrims.
Oh
type
yeah.
thing.
I'm on the whole different fucking,
Like the Fruit of the Loom sticker.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's got fruit in it.
Got fruit in it. It's probably a basket of some sort.
Thought it was like a food.
How do they? Is it a real horn or did they weave it? There's no way it's a real horn. What fucking animal does that come off of?
I thought it was like a plant that grew. But I don't fucking know. I'm just talking on my
Yeah.
ass. That's all we ever do is talk out of our ass.
Pretty much. Butt face.
Tearing contest.
That'll be real entertaining.
What else do we talk about here?
I don't know. We fucking should have. We got to do these pods in segments almost, because like Winnebago, we talked about shit for like 2 hours, and we left, and then we had like a conversation on the phone and all that shit, like yesterday and today, and then we were out walking and talked about a bunch of shit. Now we're out of ideas.
Well, we could talk about nature.
Fuck nature.
How do you think we get back into it?
Burn it all down.
You think we have to reintegrate our society back into nature to thrive? Because we try to separate ourselves.
No, because you can't make people do that.
I mean, we get a little communism going, and
I don't like that. You gotta have freedom.
it already seems like communism.
Yeah, it seems like communism until you live somewhere where it's real communism.
Well, from the sound of it,
Talk to your dad. Ask him if America is communist.
I have talked to him. He says it seems like it's going that way.
Yeah,
Because they
that's
control
like the
our
whole
fucking thoughts and
PC
shit.
and self-censors and all that.
Can't trust your neighbors anymore.
Yeah. Riff.
Roof.
Everybody should just be double vaxxed, I think. Maybe triple vaxxed.
Vaccine
Triple
passport
vaxxed
and
yeah,
credit
boosted.
score.
Yeah. We should just become China. Fuck it.
Ah, there's a bug in my ear.
Good. Eat them.
There's so many bugs out
It's
here.
free protein. You should have ate that.
I already squashed it in my ear.
Yeah, free protein.
You want to go hunting? You ever wanted to go hunting?
Yeah. I
Oh,
used
you
to- I
have,
used to
haven't
pheasant
you?
hunt, yeah. You want to go hunting? Have you ever been?
No.
Oh.
But
What
I
do you
do.
want to hunt?
Deer and
Deer. I don't want to fucking hunt deer. I don't like just sitting and waiting.
Jeff says he does it sometimes.
Yeah, he probably brings like a case of Bud Light up there, just pounds them, gets fucking shit faced, and then just boom, tries to shoot a deer while he's shit faced,
Where
and,
the fuck
then
is
drives home. No, I don't like deer hunting. I like pheasant, but pheasant it sucks.
It's hard too, isn't it?
Yeah,
You gotta
get
chase them out.
Yeah, you walk for like miles. Yeah,
That's basically the
through
same.
like tall grass. Through like, if there were no trees and it was just this shit, that's basically what you're walking through. Not the trees, but everything else.
They run in there.
Yeah, they run into like prairie fields and stuff.
I seen some driving home.
I know they don't ever fly when your car's about to hit them, but if you're like 20 feet away and they hear you stepping, then they'll just fucking fly up, and that's when you shoot them.
Yeah, I've almost hit a couple. Like last second,
Me
they'll
too.
jump out of the way.
Assholes.
Fuck.
That's why I don't feel bad about killing them. It's like stupid field chicken. They do taste good.
Do they?
Yeah, they taste like a deer version of chicken, like a gamey chicken. I'm fucking thirsty.
I'm a little thirsty. A little gay. A little hungry.
Little. Just fucking ate 2 sandwiches.
I know. I'm just saying words because you said
Oh,
words.
Yeah. I don't know what to fucking talk about.
I don't either. Your eyes are beautiful today.
Thanks, babe.
We could talk about how broke we are.
Yeah. Sucks being poor, dude.
Shit's getting rough.
I start a business or something. Opening the LLC is free, but there's I was looking at those grants, and you have to meet certain requirements in your business to get the government grant to get money.
Well, what if you don't have a business yet?
No money.
Then how do you get a grant for starting a business,
You
can't start a business without a grant?
You get an investor of some sort, a wild, crazy cokehead dude that wants to start a business.
Let's get your parents to invest in our business.
They would never.
They love their son.
They won't invest in my groceries or my life, dude.
It's because you need to do it
They're
yourself.
gonna give me $100,000 to open a store and fucking sell shit. All right.
I don't know where we'd start. We need I feel like we need a patch of dirt. That's all we need to start. Because I thought about it. If we got clothes, if we grow clothes, food, medicine,
T-shirt tree, pants plant.
but we can grow cotton and shit like that.
I bet you know a thing or two about.
I do. I could pick it pretty well. But then we have our clothes and food and shit, our needs met. We don't need money. We think we need money as a society.
Table.
God damn it! We think we need money as a society, but we actually need clothes, food, all this shit, and we get money to pay for this shit. So if we just get it directly, then the rest of it's just profit. Start our own clothing line, start our own food brand.
Yeah.
Just got to compete with big ag. That's the problem.
Kind of. That's more like farmers that were doing all right have to now compete with big ag. Like if we were like small time, like making our own food out of hemp plants or whatever, Jesus Christ, clothes, out of hemp plants and shit, we wouldn't have to.
By the sounds of it, like every farmer's tied in with big ag now.
Yeah, you kind of have to be.
From like I read that Monsanto book, and they were talking about how all farmers needed to buy Monsanto seeds and shit.
Yep, and then you can only use the Monsanto herbicide, and then after using that herbicide, no other type of seed will grow in that field.
Fuck.
Yeah, I mean, they got to buy their seeds from somewhere. Usually it's big ag.
But, well, from the book I read, they used to just save their seeds from the previous year, but Monsanto made it a law that you can't save Monsanto seeds. You have to buy them over and over again.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's fucking wild.
Just a bunch of executives doing coke, making up rules about shit.
You're not allowed to save the seeds.
Okay, we'll take all their seeds away. Fuck them. They're gonna have to buy new seeds every season.
That's so fucking dumb.
And we're gonna spray it with a chemical so only our seeds grow on there.
It's fucking
Yeah,
wild.
when you say it like that, it does sound crazy, but that's legitimately what's happening.
Mm-hmm. Everything that is happening in this world sounds crazy. It's like a fucking movie.
Yeah. What's the quote? It's like, reality isn't only stranger than you think it is, it's stranger than you can think it is. Like, it's beyond your comprehension weird.
I don't have any comprehension. I don't know what that word means.
I knew that. It means brain think.
What that? Dog wash.
What brain? Yeah, I
Wet
got
dog brain.
soggy dog brain. Fuck.
Let's talk about your childhood.
That's not.
We were talking about brain chemicals earlier. What do you think? How do you think you'd be happy without? Because SSRIs are the way. I think I brought up SSRIs in that substance episode I did, but I was waiting for you because I don't know very much about them like you do.
Yeah, they suck.
You think there's any benefit to them?
Yeah, maybe it gives you like a sense of hope. But after you're on it for a while, I mean, it takes like a couple months for them to start working. So, yeah, well, it takes a couple months. Basically, once it starts working, your spectrum of like emotions goes from like happy to sad or whatever, and it just like narrows. So you never get too happy, you never get too sad. You're pretty numb. And then, it's a constant reminder, like we talked about. Every morning you have to go down and take the pill because you're a fuckhead and your life's fucked up. And yeah, then you get off of it and you have the fucking brain zaps and you can't come. It's the other thing. You can never come.
Is that like a side effect of everybody or just specific people?
I mean, the people I've talked to that were also on SSRIs have trouble.
Maybe they just haven't had a dude to do it for them.
I haven't had a dude to do it for me either. But
Do you still have that problem?
Yeah.
It still takes a long time for you to come?
I have problems coming, dog.
What about if you're beating your own dick?
I can make
you're
myself.
going
I can make
crazy?
myself come, but
So why don't you just make the chick nut and then beat your dick off?
that's basically what happens. Yeah,
That's a sad
I
existence.
just drive home with blue balls and then
Beat off while you're driving home?
no, Jesus Christ, fucking drive right into a ditch or something. You imagine just right into a semi, climax and die at the same time.
That might be a good way to go.
Fucking A, you might be right. Might have to try it.
Chemicals are weird as fuck. I was thinking about that too, because if there's chemicals in our food and everything, water, what the fuck are these chemicals doing? The brain's literally a chemical organ. What the fuck are we doing to ourselves?
I don't know. Probably nothing good. Probably nothing too bad.
That's wild.
My favorite conspiracy theory is that everything's going to be okay.
You're giving me dark thoughts.
That's a positive thought. What are you talking about?
It's a conspiracy theory.
About everything
we don't
being
believe
okay?
that shit.
True.
There was something else in there. Oh yeah, we're the only animals that have the ability to go into the past and future. I was thinking about that this morning because I was pissed off I had to get up. I was like, I wish I could turn back time, because I turned my alarm off at 4 o'clock and went back to bed. I'm like, I'll sleep till 4:40. And it felt like I was laying in bed for 2 minutes, and then it fucking went off again. I'm like, it's already 4:40.
Yeah, my neighbor gets up at like 3:30 every morning, so I always wake up at 3:30 to him
Is
walking
that the dude
around.
above you?
Yeah.
That dude's
I'm
fucking
like,
dick.
I'm like, fuck. Give me 2 more hours, man. Come on.
He stomps and shit.
No, he's just a little heavier set, and the floors aren't great.
Are you fat shaming your neighbor?
Nah, he's a cool guy. He's fucking cool. Sometimes he works at Bagel. He's an EMT, but sometimes he works at Bagel.
How do you work there sometimes?
I don't know. He's got like a forklift certification or something.
So he just comes in when he wants to?
Something like that, because he's full-time EMT. Like, he's always on call, so he has to leave Winnebago whenever he gets paged in. But I don't fucking know.
Forest City's kind of shit.
Yeah. Why does it say shelter house? This is a fucking table.
Because if you put a tarp over, it's a shelter house.
Can't argue with that, I guess.
You think that's what gave us the ability to adapt so fast, was we can see the past and future in our brains?
Can't see the future, but we can make guesses about it from the past.
Yeah, that's about as
The thing
good as
is, though, it's like other animals can get traumatized, so they know the past, too.
Well, I found out dogs can get ADHD and shit, too.
Yeah.
I think that
Cats
Zeta,
get traumatized, dogs get traumatized.
my dog you call Princess, I think she has ADHD, because my sister used to blow weed smoke in her face and shit.
She is an attention whore, so probably. Yeah.
I'm an attention whore.
Not as much as fucking Princess is.
It'd be cool if you could have pets in your apartment.
Yeah. I was gonna tell you, that lady across the hall, when I was leaving, I talked to her daughter or something, and she had another stroke or something.
Jesus.
Yeah, so she's in like a nursing home or a hospital or something, and they're taking all the furniture out. She can't use like the left. She's like, everything's fucked up on the left side. She can't see out of this eye. She can't move anything.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Is that better or worse than dying?
I'd say worse. I'd rather just die immediately from the stroke rather than get brought back to life, live 3 years in absolute pain and suffering, and then die.
How come we fucking incentivize putting animals down, but we don't incentivize putting people down? Like, you're just gonna let them fucking suffer till they die?
That is fair. We are also more complex, I would like to think, than animals.
Doesn't that make
Like
you
there's
put
a
them
lot of
down more?
emotions that get in the way. Like the people that love that person don't want to just like euthanize them.
That's true.
I don't know, but it is like, it's the same, more or less.
Mhm.
I mean, you love that dog, right? You still put the dog down.
Yeah. But a lot of people just wait until the dog barely fucking
Yeah, I
walk
guess
or-
the dog didn't raise you though, right?
That's true.
Yeah, you raised the dog, so you get to choose.
What if you are
It's not
raised by
like
dogs?
It's not like you're going to be 80 having a stroke, and then
Sick of these bugs.
your grandma's going to choose to put you down because she's already going to be dead, so she's not going to understand. Because I think once you get that old, you understand, like, you finally understand, oh yeah, maybe we should get euthanized, but then the younger people don't understand that yet, and they don't want that.
That's true. They're like, I want grandma to stay around forever.
Yeah, it's just rough.
That's wild that she had a stroke.
The whole reason she was forgetting her memory is because she had like an infection of some sort.
Really?
Went into her brain, fucked it up. Yeah.
So did they cure the infection, or it was an
I think so.
ongoing infection?
I think they cured it with just like probiotics or antibiotics or something. Maybe they cut her brain out or something like that. But
That's wild. Like Jerry Jr.
That fucking guy, dude. Don't bring up that bald-headed, toothless fuck.
You guys are friends. You have to make love, not war.
I'll shit on his dead body.
Oh my god, there's some fucking weirdos in Forest City. I thought there was weirdos here in Mason.
If for some reason Forest City people don't use the sidewalk, they just walk in the street 3 feet over from a sidewalk.
It might be lacking.
When I was going home one day, a guy was walking in the middle of the road. And people were like going around him. And my window was down. I was like, "Hey, sidewalk!"
And what did he say?
He just looked at me and was like,
You yelled at me for yelling at
I was like,
people.
"What are you confused about?" Yeah, he was in the middle of the road. You yell at people minding their own business. This guy was actively disturbing the peace.
Maybe they shouldn't be disturbing my peace by minding their own business. It's crazy how if you just fuck up the brain a little bit, just a little tweak in the brain, and you're a completely different person.
What do you think happened to me?
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking that. I'm like, he's going through some memories now.
Yeah.
That's why I kind of like substances, because it's wild. I like fucking with my consciousness. And it's
a very
illegal.
thin line.
It is.
Yeah. You don't know.
Luckily, I've never walked it as far as you did.
Yeah, I'm lucky to come back, bro. A lot of people don't make it out.
Do you think if you only took 3 tabs and you're like, oh, I'll just save this 4th one for later, you wouldn't have gone into such a deep psychosis?
I took 3 tabs.
Oh, I thought you took 4.
No,
So
I took 3. I took 3. One was a hot spot, and they were all supposed to be doubles. One was a hot spot and lace.
You're crazy for even doing that.
Yeah, a little bit.
I took 1 double, I think, in my life. And I think
I had taken acid a couple times, though, so I was trying to.
Well, that's the thing about psychedelics.
That's
You're
fun.
like, oh, I'm a fucking pioneer and I'm a fucking tank now. I've done this many times, but then you take it and I go, oh, shit.
Yeah, I mean, what's the biggest dose of shrooms you've taken? An ounce, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty fucking nuts, too, bud.
I know, but I let my ego take over. Because I don't know if I told you, but I had to give the dude a lecture about psychedelics because they thought I was crazy because I was doing them a lot. And then they're like, he thought I was going to, what he was telling me was.
Who's he?
His name's Alex.
Like a guy or like a doctor?
It's a dude, yeah.
Okay.
I wish it was a
The
doctor.
guy that was selling you mushrooms or something?
Yeah, he was.
Okay.
Well, I had to give him the lecture so he would sell them to me because he was
After you had bought, like, after that 2-week, like, straight trip, he
It
was
was
like,
way
you need
after
to calm
that,
down?
yeah.
Okay.
Well, it was way after that because he thought I was doing it too much. But he wasn't worried about that. He was telling me that he cared about me as my friend, but he wouldn't tell them to me because he was scared I would go into a psychosis like you did and go to the hospital and say he sold them to me and he'd go back to prison because he was on parole. That's why I was kind of mad at him because I'm like, well, this guy doesn't care about me. He cares about going back to prison.
That's fair. It's probably both.
Yeah.
I mean, wouldn't you be, like, scared about going back to prison, too?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying, but fuck. So I had to fucking do all that, and I was only going to take 10 grams. Then I was dumping, I had 2.
Technically, a heroic dose is, like, 5 grams.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, let's see what 10 does. But I had a big Ziploc bag full of 2 ounces, and I was like, oh,
I understand the process.
And then I poured half the bag. I'm like, well, let's go for it. And then I texted my homie, and I'm like, I'm good. I just took a whole zip. And he's like, what? I was like, I just took a whole zip, and I was bragging about it. And then I think like half an hour after that, it all kicked
that's
in.
your
I was
ego.
like,
I'll say,
oh
I
my god.
just took a whole sip. I'm the coolest fucking guy
I
in
knew
the
it was
world.
my ego.
Yeah.
Right after I did it, actually, because I didn't know before. But then after
Once it hit you, you were like, oh, I'm fucked.
Yeah, I was like, I am retarded. And then I was so gone that Maddie was crying during it because she had to take care of me the whole time, and I didn't listen to her.
Was she also tripping?
I think so, actually.
Okay.
And she was crying, and I was, at that point when she was crying, I was convinced that I was going to be in that forever, because I almost tricked my brain into being into that state forever. That's when I realized permatrip is a real thing. That's what he thought he thought I was going to go into a permatrip.
Yeah.
But I kept looking at her when she was crying. I was like, are mushrooms bad? Should I not be doing this? Is it bad?
Yeah, you're gonna fucking die. Everybody's gonna die. Your whole family.
Drugs are crazy.
Yeah.
That's why they shouldn't be illegal, because people are still gonna get them.
Yeah.
This is all alleged, of course. We don't do drugs.
Yeah, you can't legalize like everything, though, right?
No, I think it should be regulated. Like, you can't go and get Oxycontin unless there's a fucked up doctor, which there's always going to be those fucked up doctors. But
Yeah, you go on WebMD, you type in your zip code, and then you scroll to doctors, and then you search by rating, and then you just find the worst rated one. That's how you do it.
he needs money. So
I'm not lying.
Why, you've done it before or
No.
what?
I just know.
How do you know? What are
you
your
know,
secrets,
There's
sir?
some people. There's people that do things that I follow and
I want to know all your secrets right now.
don't have any.
God damn, it's a nice day.
It's fucking minty out.
Where would you, if you had to pick between like a desert and Antarctica, where would you rather get caught?
With what?
Just surviving.
Oh,
You get like
survival?
you're on a plane, you crash, you're the only survivor.
I feel like I'd rather like, I don't know, those both suck dick. At a certain point during hypothermia, the snow becomes warm and comforting, like right before you die. But I don't know, like dehydration and starvation is comforting, I doubt, because I think you just hallucinate and then you die. So I think maybe I'd rather Antarctica, but I fucking hate the cold, so I'd almost rather burn to death.
You think you could survive?
No, fuck no.
Why not?
Are you fucking crazy?
You're a smart man.
Dude.
I think you got it.
You see the trucks they have to use to go around Antarctica? Nobody
There's
survives.
There's Inuit tribes. Just find one.
Do I look like an Inuit to you?
You're
Motherfucker?
white.
Yeah.
Wait,
guess.
I don't think they're white. Are
They're
they?
like
Asian.
yeah, they're like yellow.
Simpsons. I don't know.
The Inuits had the first sunglasses. You know that?
Because yeah,
They had the little slits cut out of them.
yeah, it was snow glasses.
Yeah, the sun would reflect down. Snow blindness.
It's wild.
It's a real thing.
It's wild that you're blinded by the fucking nature.
You ever got sunburned during the winter?
I've never been sunburned in my life.
Oh.
Well, I've sunburned one time
Damn.
when I was a kid. I'm black.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
My shoulders sunburned one time, and then I've never sunburned since.
Yeah.
But my dad and mom would always try to get me to put sunscreen on. I'm like, I don't need that shit.
Stupid ass crackers. Don't know what you do.
Grow up. Get black.
Throw up. We can do a short episode if you want. What's that? That's a half hour already.
Just got to do another half hour.
Fuck. I need a drink at some point.
I can piss in your mouth.
Sounds good.
Well, we can end it.
Love you guys.